Now, you and I have had many scrolls with a cup of tea or a cup of coffee.
True.
But today we're actually going to be making our own scrolls with delicious little choc chips throughout it.
They are
I love the sound of them.
Chocolate chip scrolls, exactly what we're making. So we start that off really quickly. I've got some milk.
Okay.
And what we need to do is to activate the yeast first. So we need to give it something to help it to grow. So it needs warmth and it needs food.
And with warmth, we've got the lukewarm milk here, sugar.
Yes, a little bit of sugar. I'm going to wing it with a little bit of vanilla there. A little bit of melted butter.
Right.
Sprinkle that yeast over the top.
Now, this is instant yeast, and
it
you can
is.
get that from all of your supermarkets now. And once you've left it for, around 15 minutes or so, you can see how much it changes from this over here to this mixture to a really fluffy, living mixture.
That's exactly right.
Now, for it to grow even more, it needs to be in a warm spot, just like it is here in the kitchen.
Yep, just somewhere where it's nice and warm.
Now, that's gone in there.
Perfect. All we need to do is to mix that together. I've got a couple of cups of plain flour in there.
Sure. And you need whole eggs for this?
Yes, please.
Okay, there's one.
Good-o. I'll just...
In it goes.
Perfect. Thanks.
And the second one. Okay.
Great. And could I please have some sultanas?
Sure. Now, I love the addition of sultanas. Scrolls and sultanas, yummy. On top of it, a little bit of chocolate, fantastic. But you could use some currants in here. You could use a little bit of dried fruits. Would be other dried fruits like orange peel, yum.
Perfect. So what we might do is turn that out onto a board now.
Sure.
But it will need to be floured.
Okay, I can do that for you. So, sprinkle a little bit, not too
quite
much.
liberal at the moment. It's quite soft.
So, there we go.
Great. And what we need to do is just to knead that until it's smooth and elastic. And then we're going to pop it into a bowl, which has been greased.
Yeah, we've got a bowl there, nicely with
perfect.
butter.
And then we can allow that to sit in a nice warm place for about an hour to an hour and a half till it's doubled in size.
Fabulous.
How good does that look?
Looks pretty good. It has doubled in size.
Beautiful.
You do need to be patient with it. Sometimes you might have to wait a little bit longer or even a little bit less times, just depending on the flour and the yeast.
That's right, and the temperature of the room.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so we knock it back, punch
All
it down.
that hard work.
That's it. Knock all that out again.
It's all
Awesome.
part of baking like this, isn't it?
That's it. And then we flip it out onto the board again. We might need a little bit more flour. So what we're doing is forming the elastic framework for the scrolls. And you need to put a little bit of muscle into that.
I've got the best job in the world today, just watching you.
I don't think you're getting off too easy. If you
What would you like me to do?
If you could open the chocolate chips, that would be fantastic. We're going to use little milk chips today, but you could use white or dark, depending on what you'd like. The great thing about little Cadbury milk chocolate chips is that they are formulated so that they will hold their shape when they're hot. And that's exactly what we want because we want to be able to see them. So now what we need to do is to roll the dough to approximately 20 by 30 centimetres.
Move it around so you can stretch it out as much as possible.
That's exactly what we need to do. And what we'll do now is to spread over some, I think it's about 3/4 of a cup of the chocolate chips.
Okay, so it's a generous amount of chocky chips.
Well, if you're going to do it,
Do it
you
right.
might as well. Yes, you might as well do it right, I think. So we just roll to enclose the chips.
Sure.
All right, so this amount only makes 6. So what we need to do is to cut the dough into 6 even pieces.
Oh, yeah.
And then what we're going to do is to turn them around.
And just have a look there. Just you can actually see how it's starting to. You can see the roll, then you can see the choc chips and the fruit. This is going to be one hell of a yummy scroll.
Yummy.
Now this will hold 12, but we're doing 6, so we can just put them straight in the centre there. One there. And the last one. And these don't go in the oven yet.
No, we need to go through the same process and allow them to prove, and then they'll be ready to go into the oven.
Fabulous. I'm a very happy lady right now because have a look at these buns. They look fantastic. They're so golden brown. We've just taken them out of the oven and we've allowed them to cool just a little bit, just so we can handle them. Trishy, what's your favourite way of serving these scrolls? Would you leave them as is?
Well, you could, or you could have them with a little bit of butter.
Oh, yes.
You could have them with a nice latte.
Oh, I'd love that.
Delicious.
Keep going.
No, aren't they gorgeous?
A little bit of jam, but they've got the chocolate in there.
And the fruit,
and they've got the fruit in there.
Oh, they smell amazing.
They smell so good and they're so soft. I'm going to wait a little bit longer for them to cool down, just a little bit. Still have them warm, and then we're going to have a little taste, little nibble together.
I believe we should, you're right.